She's so cute. This is a harassment section, so if you don't want to hear it, where I live right now is basically not considered a normal area, right? Anyone can basically walk in. It's not a regular apartment. This is not a normal living situation that I'm in, okay? So, I go out, there has been a lot of times where I've been harassed in this beautiful, beautiful place I'm supposed to call my home. Both sexually and just in general. So I wake up and I go, you know what? I'm just gonna go pick up my parcel, my pen store parcel. I go outside. I take some trash with me. Decide to throw out some trash. Because, you know, I've been cleaning in case you can't tell. I'm laughing because I'm like, I don't know how to feel. Like, I'm actually angry. Like, I'm angry. Okay, I'm really fucking mad, okay? Okay, so I throw out my trash and this guy, God knows where he's from, open our doors with like a little tiny brick thing. Or like a little tiny thing you kind of like scan it, right? It's like a little scanner, I guess. First he's like looking at me as I'm like trying to put the key thing in. He's like, are you insert, I think he said Malin? Like Malin? Or something like that. Like, are you Malin? Or something. This is all in Swedish, but I'm going to translate it. Or Swedish. It was broken as fuck. Obviously, I did not know 90% of what he said. And he's like, yeah, well, aren't you insert her whatever name here? And I'm like, no, I am not that person. Sorry. And he's like, can I ask you something? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, what do you want? And he's like, I know you're that girl or something like that. Like, and I'm like, okay, but that's not a question. I just told you I'm not who you think I am. And I proceeded to just take out my mail. He waited for me to take out my mail, okay? I then had to use the key again to go through another door. And he fucking runs up to me. And he's like, no, but I know you're that girl and whatever. And I'm like, I'm not that girl, sorry. And he kept asking me. And then he was like, oh, come on, you know exactly who I am and like stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. No. He's like, oh, but can I ask you a question? And I'm like, you so far haven't asked me a question. And then he kept repeating that, like, oh, I know that you're insert whoever, I don't know. And I'm like, no, for the love of God, I am not this person. Leave me alone, if you please. Like, I'm very polite at this point. Okay. We go up to the third door, where you have to put the blipper thingy and go through a third security door, right? He's still on my tail talking to me. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, okay, this guy, and he's just talking. And he's like this close to me, and I'm like, can you fucking give me some fucking space, right? And I'm like, he proceeds to then tell me like, no, but you know me, like, we met at that disco. And I'm like, first of all, this is like a kid looking guy. Like, he couldn't have been old, like, at all. And I'm like, yeah, do I look like I'm your age, or like, what's going on? He's like, oh yeah, you know, you met me at that one disco. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't be caught dead in a disco. Hi, you clearly do not know who I am, so please leave. And then he keeps like following me throughout, because there's like a huge hallway before you get to my door. So we walk, and he's like, yeah, you are. Then, bitches, guess what? He fucking puts his hand on me. He puts his hand on my back, and he rubs me. And I fucking stop in my track, and I look at it, and I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? And at that point, I'm like, okay, we're not nice anymore. Now he can just fuck off. You don't randomly touch people. Okay, that's not okay. That's not okay. And he's like, yeah, like, oh, come on, like, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm boiling. I'm like, actually, like, how can people think this is okay? How can it be okay? Even if I were this one person, if I still said, you know what, no, please, like, haha, leave me alone. You don't touch people that you don't know, okay? That's not fucking cool, okay? Because they could be traumatized by whatever, right? And like me, I don't like being touched, right? So I was instantly fucking triggered. So I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I can't believe this happened. I think that is, my main point is like, I cannot believe this just happened. I think. Because, like, when it comes to me, like, I'm not attractive, you know, like, I'm a fat person that only attracts 2 types of people, and those types of people happen to live around here, unfortunately. But, like, so, like, I don't know, I'm never aware of it. He touches me a second time. He touches me a second time, the same way. And I fucking push his hand away. I grab my fucking keys and I'm like, you fucking what? Like, I'm just like ready to pounce at this face. But I'm like, I'm a better person. I'm better than this. I'm just gonna go to my fucking door. I'm gonna fucking go in, that's all. So we get to my door and he leans against the wall that's next to my door. And he keeps chatting me. He's like, oh no, but I know we met at that disco and like blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, come on, let me, like, ask you a question. I want to ask you a question and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, like, he clearly did not have all his horses in the stable. And I'm like, I told you to leave me alone. Can you not? No. Let me backtrack. I said that earlier. I said, okay, yeah, but can you please leave me alone? And then he kept pestering me, and he's like, please, can't you be, like, nice about it? Like, can't you be nice or whatever? And I'm like, can you respect and be nice back when I tell you that I don't want to answer your question, I want nothing to do with you? Saying that in a respectful manner, of course. Why should I sit and respect your fucking wishes, but you can't sit and respect mine back? You know, there's no equality there. So I'm like, so that had happened previously. So he leans up again. He leans up against my wall. I fucking open my door. And he's like, oh, come on, please. Like, literally to the end. And I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck was the last thing he said? He said something. Well, besides that disco thing, because he kept repeating the disco. And I'm like, bitch, I'm 26. I don't go to kids' discos. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? What is that? Do I look like I'm fucking 16 or something? No. Look at my face. I had no makeup on at the time, by the way. And, oh. It's been a while since I've been harassed like this, even for this place, okay? Like, I've been grabbed on the butt and shit like that, but, like, then that's it. But this level of harassment where it's like they follow you and shit, it's like, I'm like, do you even live here? You know? And, like, he just would not respond to my questions, but I was gonna respond to his questions, because that's fair. Anyways, and I'm like, thinking, like, this guy can't be serious. Like, and so and he keeps talking, and I'm like, so I open the door, and I hear him still talking. He's still talking all this time, trying to get my attention. And I just, like, fucking slammed that door in his face, like, literally, because he was, like, this close to me, like, all the time. And I'm like, fucking, there was no personal space. Okay, I'm trying to, I hate people, right? I mean, I really don't like people. Ha! Big surprise. I can deal with people like this because, like, again, it's not something that technically triggers me. Like, it's not like I'm like... For me, it's that initial shock of, like, did that actually happen? I mean, because look at me, right? And then that shock is what kind of, like, lingers with me, but it'll probably go away. But the fact that the kid fucking puts his hand on my back twice... And I'm literally giving him the look of death. And he cannot register anything that's coming from my body, whether it's body language or actually words coming out of my mouth. I'm in so much shock. Granted, it literally just happened. I should probably put that light on. It's kind of better lighting, sorry. I want to insert this clip before the Inktober thing because I will be using new supplies for Wednesday's Inktober piece, so that's why I kind of want to put this in here as well. So that's why it's like, I know I was supposed to keep that shit to the end, which I still will, but because this will affect the art you will see, I kind of have to put this clip in before. So let's do a little haul, shall we? Haul video. It became an art haul video because I didn't go out this weekend as was planned because things came up and yeah, it just, I guess, wasn't a good time. Let's see what goodies are inside. Okay, so what we have here, let's start with this thing, is Indian ink. Obviously wanted a liquid form of ink because to do ink washes with, since I don't have anything like this right now. I don't have anything like it, and I needed to do washings and like make sure there's like depths and stuff in the pieces if I want to do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it on every single piece, but definitely a few of them. So that, here's this. I don't think it's gonna autofocus, but it's just Indian ink, regular black, and I want to dilute it with water and stuff like that. So I make some grays, and yeah, so it was cheap, you know, so it was perfect what I need in my collection. I need this for a lot of things, actually. I just never got around to it. Then we can do the Copic opaque white, because like I've been meaning to buy this for like 15 billion years, but I don't know. Obviously regular whites are just terrible, and I'm not sure which gouache to buy in order to use it as a white highlighter, but there you go. Oh, then we have my favorite Winsor Newton watercolor, Indigo. But this is no ordinary indigo. It's a professional line instead of the Cotman. I cannot wait to try it. I am so excited to see the difference, and yeah, oh, I'm so happy I got that. A new kneaded eraser. Can never have enough of these because I gave half of mine away to my brother who started doing art, which is so fun. So I gave him half because I'm like, you cannot live before you tried this. This is just a Faber-Castell one. Nothing fancy, but it's cheap and it's a necessity to me. I wanted some more decent quality of brushes. This is a Raphael in size 6. You know, for size 6, this is very small. I thought that was going to be bigger, but oh well. Also, apparently a very good brand. Got another one of these in another size. So this is why you should buy brushes in real life, because they could say that they're number 8. It might not correspond to another 8 of another brush set that you have or something. I don't know why they do this. Pisses me off though, but you know what? This one isn't too bad. Now they say that these brushes can hold a lot of water, more than other synthetic ones. I don't know why. I don't know what difference that would. So I can't wait to test these out. Really, really excited, because it's nice to get, you know, actual professional kind of like brushes. Probably going to use that one a lot, and also the blue one a lot, because I think this is going to replace the one I currently use all the time. And then I bought this because it was like not even $1. It's just your regular 0.88 fine. These are my refills of the Tombow brush. I love, this is like, okay, you know how I was raving about, this one is something I still rave about. I love this pen, right? I absolutely love this pen. But this pen, woo-wee, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure which one I like the better. Like, honestly, I think this one does more for your art. Like, it's light fast and shit like that. Smudge proof. I mean, so is this to a degree. But I don't know, I really like using these over this one. But I still very much love this one. That's why I have like 2 of these, and I have, well, 3 of these. Because I gave one away as well. I used to have 3 of these. So these are my 2 favorite liners of all time. They're brush pens. But they're not too loose, so you can really control the lines better if you're a noob like me. Because I have this, I figured I'll get the smallest one they have, because I still kind of like the coverage of it. And so I got the smallest one they have. It's so cute. Oh yeah, that is... Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. But man, it is small. But yeah, this is my haul. I didn't buy, like I said, a sketchbook or anything like that because I didn't need it. Oh, I love new art supplies. I know all of you artists can relate with that. But I'm excited to like dilute this stuff and like try this out for a whiteout, and oh, and what this looks like next to student grade or whatever it's called. Oh, I cannot wait to see that. So this is my little mini haul. Alright, so it's the end of the week. I, again, did not record anything until this Monday, which is just, so this has just all been speed paints. Hope you enjoyed. Where do I even start? Like, okay, first of all, I started taking vitamin D supplements just because I'm like, well, I mean, I know I lack, you know, vitamin D. I don't go outside. I didn't know how much I actually, not only does it make you like a little happier, it's also apparently good for your bones, and like that's something I didn't even know. Shh, don't tell anyone. Whenever I would do like one simple task, or like, you know, whether it's working out for like 2 minutes or like stuff like that, like my back automatically goes like, please woman, sit the fuck down, because I'm also fat, right? So and I'm like, yeah, so it's not gonna like be a major difference or something for me because I'm so fat, you know, like that contributes to the back pains. Literally the day after I took one, man, I'm gonna clean my house, and then I don't know where that came from, because I've like again been like, oh no, I don't want to, and then I'm like, all right, I guess I'll clean, and like, you know, I feel kind of peppy, so I'll just take my breaks, but I'll still get back to it. I kind of felt like it. I put on some Ozzy Osbourne, you know, I was ready to fucking clean. I took one break, and that was only because I had to let the floor dry. I didn't have any back pains. Like normally where I'd be like, ugh, it was gone. After 24 hours of taking one supplement pill. And I'm like, I did not believe it. I did not believe in it. I was a non-believer in vitamin D to that point. I was just bullshit. But I can tell you, it's not bullshit. So I've been taking that, and I can't, like, for that reason, I do feel better. Like, I'm not in as much pain, and it's like, that's great. Like, that makes me feel happy, and like, I feel like I have more endurance and stuff like that, which is nice. Yeah, I feel like overall balance inside my body is like way better, because it's also good for your immune system and like stuff like that. And I mean, I actually do feel it cold coming on, but that could be because my body is like transforming into, ooh, what is this vitamin D thing? But I don't know, like, I feel good on that part. What I don't feel good about is that I still struggle with wanting to face people. I mean, like, oh, hello, vlogger number 50 million. Of course you struggle with people. But like, it's really gotten to a point where like, I don't want to go outside. And I get to that point sometimes where it's like, I can't physically get myself to leave the house. And it's really stressful. Like, cause I'm like, okay, well, even though I feel great, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, like, I need to do this at work and whatever. I still can't get myself to get to that point where I can do it. Not only have I been struggling with that, my insomnia came back. So I suffer from insomnia from time to time, and when it hits me, like, obviously, like with any insomnia, it's gonna ruin you. So yeah, I like don't sleep, and if I sleep, it's only for like an hour or two. And like, I don't know usually how long it lasts either. Like, cause I can't really recall last time I had insomnia this bad. I'm still happy. I mean, I've been able to do the Inktober so far. Yeah, we're day 3, but so far I'm feeling a little still motivated to do it. I've been having fun this year, unlike the previous years. I'm still struggling a lot with, let's just say, last year's November. I'm still trying to deal with last year's November. I don't necessarily feel better not talking to certain people. You know, they cross my mind all the time, and I don't want to be annoying, you know? I don't want to be the person that sits there and cries whenever you talk to them, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that person, so I'd rather not. Dealing with a lot of that, but actually, and it's funny, like, yeah, sometimes that does keep me up at night, thoughts of last November, because, like, I feel like last November was a pinnacle of, like, everything just went wrong for me. And even we're here in October, almost a year later, and I don't feel I'm anywhere near recovered. Like, and that's kind of weird. Like, I feel like it's kind of freaky, you know, like, I don't know how to deal. Like, I'm like, okay, so but what am I doing? I'm trying to tackle it that month still. But you know what they say, you're not supposed to live in the past and all that crap. But like sometimes at night, the past will come in and be like, hey, do you remember what happened? And you go, yeah. And it's like, yeah. Didn't that make you feel like shit? And I'm like, yeah. So what can you do about it? But yeah, just mostly that, like just struggling with insomnia has been literally this week. So I'm happy the creativity can come out. Yeah, no, I'm just looking at things that inspire me more this year than what I did any other Inktober or Halloween or whatever. And I feel like that has helped me. And hopefully it will continue out through October. I mean, again, we're only on day 3. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make this vlog any longer than it has to be. I hope your week was amazing, and I hope the next one treats you well. And I will see you next week. Bye.